question. What do you think of me?
She looks pretty good, huh? As I mentioned, the rod rigging on our 1985 year model Niagara is original, which means she is getting up there in age. We knew it was time to replace her, but what to replace her with exactly was a very tough decision. What can I say? Some women just age better than others.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me. Aren't you?
Would you like me to seduce you? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Ah, rod rigging. Sleek, sturdy, long-lasting, but at 30-plus years, they were almost as old as me. Although they were far more seductive. That's kind of the problem with rod rigging, though. She doesn't really show her age. You can't really inspect the fine lines and cracks. She looks absolutely perfect until she fails. We both felt we'd pressed our luck long enough, and if we were going to sail south next year, replacing the standing rigging was one of the first things we needed to do. Before we made the decision of rod versus wire, or even the new and untested Dyneema, which we considered, we first wanted to see if all the turnbuckles would turn, so we could be sure to get the old rigging off to replace it with something new.
Do you just hold one steady, that one moves? But we do want to make sure this one moves. So is that enough movement?
Yep,
It's a little stiff, but is that fine?
Yep, as long as we can unscrew it.
Ha, a little stiff. No comment.
Alright, so backstay. We're gonna have to do some stuff here. Just unclip our solars a little bit. Unclip right there so that the stay can go whoop out. So we're taking it out. It's scary.
I'll admit, I was kind of scared. This is one of the first times we were ever, I don't know, taking our boat apart. You know, I envisioned so many things that could go wrong. But the next step was measuring the rigging. In order to get an estimate, we needed to have a rough sketch of how long our stays and shrouds were. Once we had the measurements, we had our buddy Bottom Job Brandon call in to get a couple different estimates of rod versus wire from various vendors.
Do we need measurements, sizes? What do y'all need so I can put that together and then get that to you?
We knew going back with rod would be more expensive, but less work in changing out the fittings. Wire, however, even with changing out the fittings, would be less expensive and would be inspectable. That's an Annie word today. Going forward, meaning we could watch for cracks or fatigue. While the route and stringer discovery did, well, kind of suck because it meant we were going to have to pull the mast, the re-rig would actually be easier with the mast being down, and it allowed us to justify doing a lot more, like rerunning all the electronics in the mast, getting a new VHF, a new wind instrument, changing out the bulbs to LED, all things that would improve the boat's performance for cruising next year. We also decided at that time, because we wanted to save money and learn more about the boat as we'd be cruising more the next year, to replace the rigging ourselves. This earned us the loving nickname at the boatyard of the DIYers.
So I gotta get some backup footage. What'd you say, Brandon? It's just zeros?
As much lighthearted teasing as they do, I honestly think the guys at the shipyard like when I come around and bring them stuff to fix.
My shoes, look. I threw them all in the box for you. I'm gonna get these to Russ. Look. You guys gotta fix that. Hey, for real.
You wrap it like this.
Okay. Professional work.
And it'll keep the heel from falling off.
I'm never gonna live this down. You think that's funny, huh?
See?
Right, professional.
It's fixed.
You wanna try it and walk around in it? That's real classy.
This is a speed stripe.
Well, we're about to spend a lot of time with these guys at the shipyard working on the re-rig. Might as well have some fun while we're at it. Liking the videos? Awesome! Subscribe on YouTube and go to HaveWindWillTravel.com to follow us on the blog, Facebook, or Patreon, and check out my books on Amazon. Sign up and we'll send you some free cool stuff.
You guys go fix that.
Are they boat shoes?
Do they look like boat shoes? Did you really ask that in earnest? No, here's the stuff. So this is.
At least they would have a relation to a boat.
No, they don't. It's just those are my hooker heels. They help me get on more boats. I get invited a lot more when I wear those.